but the carrier wasn't there, so Malcolm would have to wait until after hours to give his friend the advice. Instead, he forced himself to concentrate on the Nikkei numbers. There were arbitrary opportunities flickering by in the minute numerical difference, and nobody in Tokyo was better at seeking them out than he was. Maybe it wasn't as flashy as a Hong Kong tracker fun deal long package, but it was honest work and wouldn't get him killed. He had made 2 trades and was working on set when a shadow crossed over the glass of his computer screen. He turned to see Carney standing behind him. He looked for a hint of concern in Carney's expression, but as usual he got nothing, just half smile and cool blue eyes. Quite still you look. Good thing your instincts kick in, and you protected yourself by landing face first. Malcolm tried to smile, but motion was painful. He watched as Carney rolled over a carriage chair and sat close to him. He could feel the other traders watching from the post, but he doubted they could hear what was being said. Dean, I need to talk to you about a carry loan situation. Carney faced dim almost impressively. A carrier will figure it sooner or later. It's a problem, but he was a solution. He just had to look in the right place. 7th rule of Carney. The first place to look for a solution is within the problem itself. If a carrier can handle, I handle it for him, but I want to give him the chance first. Malcolm ran his tongue over his scraped lower lip. He was surprised by Carney's seeming lack of sympathy for a carrier or for him. Carney's 7th rule implies that a carrier should somehow use the Yakuza within his problem to solve his problem. It seemed like a reckless and dangerous thing for derivative trade to get involved with. It wasn't what either a carrier, Malcolm, or any Carney boys had signed up for, was it? A carrier told about you threats he'd received. Malcolm, this isn't a children's game. We are running a high-level hedge fund in the volatile, sometimes dangerous marketplace. We are foreigners playing in a field that is often corrupt and corruptible. We have to be able to adjust the situation. If we can't, if a carrier can, then we are wrong business. Malcolm suddenly felt like he was one being astonished. He drew tight, and he had made ASC an enormous amount of money. There were 100 other firms that would hire him in a split second. No, he didn't think Carney was chiding him because of his work. It was something else. The fact that he was trying to help out a carrier, stand up for a friend. Malcolm, I'm impressed for you show up today. It's a real testament to your dedication to our firm, to me personally. It's sort of commitment that I expect from my traders, a full, complete commitment, because nothing is more important than the work we do. That's how I live my life, and that's how I want traders to live their lives. Now Malcolm understood. It wasn't his loyalty toward the carriers that Carney was bothered by, it was his loyalty to Sire. The fact that over the past few weeks leading up to his exit, he had been spent more time with Hugh and less time with the other traders. The fact that he had found on focus than the other pursuit of money. What Carney didn't understand was that Malcolm's American dream was no longer simpler than the Ferrari and multi-million dollar bank account. He now realized that his American dream included a beautiful lion woman by his side. For the first time, Malcolm saw Carney in a different light, and he didn't like what he saw. Okay, Carney said, awkwardly patting his shoulder. I'm glad we've gotten that cleared up, and if you see a carrier, tell me what my door is open if he needs to my help fixing his situation. And Malcolm, try not to get head-to-head with my BMW if you can't help it. Carney's shadow receded from Malcolm's computer screen. Malcolm shook his head, angry and confused. Carney had been guiding light for a long time, but the light was dimming in his mind. He shouldn't have to choose between Simon and Carney shouldn't have been so willing to put a carrier and Malcolm at physical risk over a few $1 million. Malcolm did his best to shake the thoughts away so he could focus on the Nikkei, but despite his efforts, the rest of his day was short. By the time the market closed, he'd only made a paltry 3 more trades, earning less than $20,000. He headed heavily to the elevator, looking forward to getting back to his phaeton to rest his aching body. Inside, he hit the button for the lobby, but before the doors closed, Sutter slipped in the next to him, bracing hard. It's a bit of rush, Sutter said. I've got a dinner set up with trader from Morgan. He's got lead from me involving some distressed debt in Thailand. Репетитор по скайпу, Smart Teacher 197.